Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news here on KALH, weather always comes first. Well, Imelda's moving out to sea, but dangerous surf, rip currents, and some coastal flooding will linger along much of the East Coast through the weekend, especially for the Carolinas. Thunderstorms and heavy rain could spark flash flooding from Florida to Georgia. Out in the west, cool, unsettled weather brings showers, mountain snow, and possible flooding in some spots. In the plains and Midwest, it's going to stay hot with some record highs expected tomorrow. Closer to home, dry and warm weather holds through the weekend with highs a few degrees above normal. Light winds continue through tomorrow, becoming a little breezy by the weekend as a trough approaches. No fire weather concerns expected with humidity in the teens across the lowlands. Looking ahead, subtropical moisture may return next week with a possible tropical system, Priscilla, developing in the East Pacific. We'll have another look at the weather following this news.
This is Race Control with roadblock information for Thursday, the 2nd of October. Highway 70, Highway 380, Highway 54, or Highway Owen Road and Nike Avenue will be open all day.
Well, a couple of days ago, we had Casey Otero of Tularosa on, explaining that she wants to have a sports complex in Tularosa, which is all fine and dandy. But she said something that kind of stuck out at me.
I was met with a little bit of obstacles being, I'm told I've got to do most of the legwork when it comes to grants and what have you. The village doesn't really want to put up the resources for that.
So we had to get to the bottom of it.
Well, there's quite a buzz about getting a sports complex going here in Tularosa, and I want to make sure everybody knows the village trustees and myself totally support that. But, it's going to take a long time to get this done. And, as far as the grants go, the grants have to go through Tularosa. I know that Ms. Otero said that we are not receptive of helping her find grants. It's not that we're not receptive to helping her find grants. She can find them and she can bring them to us. We don't have time to look through all this stuff because we have so much other things to do.
Tularosa Mayor Debbie Cooksey, who went on to say that while a sports complex is needed, there are simply other items the village needs more at the moment. The village is planning on setting up a sizable field with some fresh grass to be used by the public in the near future. Alamogordo City Crews will be replacing water valves tomorrow from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. Residents along Robert H. Bradley Drive will see water shutoffs, while Fay Lane and Wagon Wheel Road may have some low water pressure. The city says the work is needed to maintain infrastructure. Families should plan ahead. Drivers are urged to follow road signs and give crews plenty of room to work safely. Support is available for airmen, guardians, and their families during the government shutdown. Readiness centers and the Air Force Aid Society can assist with housing, food, child care, and emergencies. USAA and Navy Federal may be able to offer pay advances. TRICARE health coverage continues, and furloughed workers can apply for unemployment. Full details are posted at whitehouse.gov. Well, there's a protest happening this weekend. We heard from Shara Atkinson.
It's a basic core group. There's about 15 of us who have been there. We have been doing this since February. Every weekend there's been some sort of a presence. I think the one weekend it rained, we didn't have anybody. But other than that, there's been a presence at the corner of 10th and White Sands since President's Day in February. Our next nationally sponsored event will be October 18th, and it's going to be No King's Day #2. We've already had one No King's Day. We're going to say it again. We don't have kings in the United States. And it's at the same location, 10th and White Sands, from 10 to 12. You're certainly, you can stay afterwards, but we just normally do from 10 to 12. And we get a lot of support from people driving by and honking, and we really enjoy doing this. It's a way to say we're still not happy.
Isn't it true that FDR and Obama used more executive actions than Trump did, making them even more of kings?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that. I was wondering that myself. I just wanted to know how many executive orders that Trump has issued, because he's pumping them out like crazy. I'd have to do some research on that, but I don't know for sure.
The route's going to be on 10th and White Sands as normal. Mark your calendars for National Night Out in Otero County. It's a free family night event featuring a live concert with country Texas rising star Brian Mars. That's Tuesday, October 14th from 4:30 until 8:30 at the Otero County Fairgrounds. Come out for music, fun, and community partnerships with law enforcement. Admission is free. The City of Alamogordo presents Zubu 2025.
Saturday, October 25th from 9 to noon at the Alamogordo Park Zoo. There's going to be a costume contest, the different age groups, of course, and a lot of exciting things going on there. There's also a run walk, a costume run walk, and you can register. That's open now, and the course is 3 miles, and you can register at the Alamogordo Family Recreation Center.
Alamogordo Mayor Susan Payne speaking with KALH. You can hear her comments in full on our YouTube channel. She even talks about other events coming up here in the city. The Mescalero Apache tribe is seeking community input on the revenue allocation plan. Tribal leadership wants your feedback to ensure funds are used effectively for the benefit of all tribal members. Hard copy forms are available at tribal offices, or you can visit mescaleroapachetribe.com. Alamogordo Public Schools invites the community to the wellness meeting happening this Friday at 2:30 at the APS Hub, 805 East 12th. You can learn about the Hope Team support services and get updates on wellness programs for the school year. Residents and parents are encouraged to attend and stay informed on local education initiatives. Reynosa welcomes Aspen Fest Parade and Festival starting this Saturday. Enjoy crisp fall weather, colorful autumn scenery, and family-friendly fun in the mountains. A great way to support local businesses and celebrate the season. There's still time to make that trip to enjoy the festivities. The Alamo Senior Center bids farewell to Veronica Ronnie Ortega. She retires October 31st after 43 years of devoted service, including 11 years leading the Senior Center. The Senior Center staff is excited to welcome Violet Norman as the new Senior Services Supervisor. Violet brings experience and enthusiasm and looks forward to creating fun, engaging events for all Senior Center members. Well, today is Thursday. It's time for a Thursday Thought from our good friend, Pastor Lauren Noble.
Good morning, Crazy Radio. This is Pastor Lauren with our Thursday Thought. I was listening to the Pink Floyd song Time the other day, and one of the lines that stood out to me and always has is, "And then one day you find 10 years have got behind you, and no one told you when to run, you missed the starting gun." And somehow it seems like a lifetime has gotten behind me, not just 10 years. And some days I sit and reflect on life and wonder where the years have gone and wonder how things would have changed had I made different choices and did different things. And of course, some things we do not know. I can only speculate how things might have been and how they would have turned out. But I would not have the memories and the experiences I have now had I made different choices. And good, bad, or indifferent, my past choices have made me who I am today. And like most of us, I have had a lot of fun, endured a lot of pain, and wonder what is next in life, because life is certainly uncertain on a day-to-day basis. But every day that we have, we should be grateful for, and every time we get another day, we should be grateful for that too. That tomorrow I wake up again, and is what I hope and pray. And it's just, sometimes it's nice to sit and reflect on life and wonder how things would have been different, and then realize things wouldn't maybe have been the way I thought they would have worked out had I made different choices. Anyway, let me say a prayer for us. So Lord, I do thank you that our choices make who we are, and sometimes good, bad, or indifferent, we have to live with those, but they make us and shape us into who we are today, and we certainly do not know what is next in life, but thus far my success rate has been 100% because every day I wake up again, so I'm surviving in life and doing all right in life, and what a wonderful thing that is. And sometimes I get a little grumbly and should be more grateful for what I do have, but life is good when we look at each day as a blessing to us. Amen. Until we meet up again on the internet or in person, blessings to you.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, it's me, here to tell you about AlamogordoTownNews.org. This is Otero County's #1 source for local news, sports, and community. Quite frankly, AlamogordoTownNews.org is the big LES news service online. AlamogordoTownNews.org is a Second Life Media affiliated company.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
20-year-old Frankie V. Hill of Las Cruces has been sentenced to 18 years in prison for repeatedly sexually assaulting a child under the age of 13. Court records say he groomed and exploited the victim between 2023 and 2024. V. Hill originally faced over a dozen charges, but he pled down. In Cimarron, deputies say a man was stabbed to death at home. The suspect tried to run but was caught after a short chase and taken into custody. The victim was rushed to the hospital. His condition is not yet known. In Artesia, police are investigating after human skeletal remains were located near the train tracks. A BNSF engineer first spotted them on Monday. More remains were later discovered behind an old tire shop. Investigators believe the remains may have been there for over a year. The case is under review at UNM's osteology lab. In Santa Fe, lawmakers opened a special session called by Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham yesterday, claiming New Mexicans need protection from federal funding cuts tied to President Trump's big, beautiful bill. The Democrats are pushing $180 million in new state spending for food programs, public broadcasting, and expanded health coverage, but Republicans are arguing that the session is unneeded in its current form.
There's no emergency. Nobody's lost Medicaid today, or will they before January. Nobody's lost SNAP today. Mr. President, I do believe we're here very prematurely. But if we're going to have a special session, may I suggest that our special session address juvenile justice reform, because we need to hold accountability the young people that are increasingly committing violent crimes.
Republican State Senator Bill Scherer. Protesters gathered outside the Roundhouse demanding lawmakers cut ties with ICE detention centers, claiming poor conditions. This protester spoke with KRQE.
When we first saw that the governor was thinking of having some kind of ICE detention on the agenda, we thought that it was because of everything that's happening nationally, and to see it just not be on the agenda and pushed to January, the urgency is there, so it should be also reflected in New Mexico's politics.
She's so brave, she wouldn't even show her face or give her name. They staged mock jail cells and urged Democrats to ban county contracts with ICE. But Republicans who toured the Otero facility in August reported no problems, instead highlighting the jobs these centers are providing and their role in enforcing immigration law. For now, the issue is not on the special session agenda. Getting back to that protester, $5 says she doesn't want ICE wearing masks. Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller is applauding the FDA's conditional approval of the first drug to fight the deadly screwworm infestations in cattle. Miller says Decomax CA1 will help stop the pest, which was recently found just 70 miles from the Mexico border. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 36 matches for New Mexico volleyball today, including Animas at Carrizozo, and Tularosa heads to Santa Teresa. Ow! Go, Lady Cats! There are 6 games for New Mexico football today, including Alamogordo at Centennial. Go Tigers! Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow with winds gusting up to 21 miles per hour. Your high today in the basin, 86, low tonight of 61, high tomorrow, 85 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny today, mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow, winds gusting up to 20 miles per hour. Your high today for Cloudcroft, 66, low tonight of 44, high tomorrow, 64 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org. And you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes this Thursday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.